Hello kids. So today we are going to start the new chapter number 2, lines and angles, and this is the second chapter from the NCERT book. Okay, so let us begin with the chapter. In this chapter, we will explore some of the most basic ideas of geometry, including points, lines, rays, line segments, and angles. So, as a part of this chapter, we are going to learn the points, lines, rays, line segments, and angles. And all this is covered under the plane geometry. So, all the shapes and patterns which we are going to learn, they comes under geometry. We have already learned that all the shapes and their patterns, they are covered under geometry. Now the branch of that geometry which deals with the point, lines, rays, line segments and angles, it is called as the plane geometry, and it will help us in understanding more and advanced topics in geometry, such as the construction and analysis of different shape. So kids, as we'll move further and we'll go to the higher grades, we will also deal with the construction and analysis of different shape, and a part of it is also covered in our syllabus in grade 6 also. So let's begin with the next point here. The next point here is the first thing is 2.1 is the point. So what is a point? A point is nothing but it is a mark of any position. Okay, so I'm drawing here with the red color. This is a point. Okay, this is a point, and this point, it has no length, it has no height, it has no width. Okay, it is just used to mark a position, and we also denote it by a name. We give it any alphabet, like I can call it a point A. Similarly, I can make another point and I can call it point D. We can make another point, we can call it point X, and so on. Okay, so this is a point. It is just the mark of a position. It tells us about the position of anything. Okay, so let's begin. Mark a dot on the paper with sharp tip of a pencil. The sharper the tip, the thinner their dot will be. The tiny dot will give you an idea of a point. A point determines a precise location, but it has no length, breadth or height. So this is important. It tells us the precise location, but it has no length, no breadth and no height. An example is given. So here we are given 3 dots, 3 points, and they are denoted by P, T and Z. If you mark 3 points on the piece of paper, you may be required to distinguish these 3 points. For this purpose, each of these 3 points may be denoted by a single capital letter. So what is told here is that we have a plain sheet of paper. If we have to draw only one point, so supposedly, I'm just erasing this first. Wait. Yeah. So supposedly I have a plain paper. This is my paper, and on this paper I make only one point. Okay, then in that case it is not required to give any name to this point because there is only one point on the paper. But there may be a scenario where I am making multiple points. I'm making 2 points, I'm making 4 points. So now if I ask you that point, we will not be able to understand which point I am talking about. So we always denote a name to this point, and we can give it any alphabet, like we can give it A, B, C, D, X, any alphabet we can give it to the point. And this point, so if I say that we have 4 points on the paper A, B, C and D. So looking at this, we know the location of these points. We know where is A, we know where is B, C and D. So these points, they are used to tell us a location. Okay, this is one thing. Now next we have here is line segment. So what is line segment, kids? Before diving into it, I'm just telling you, if I have 2 points, I'm taking 2 points here, point this and this, these 2 points. So what we can do is we can always join these 2 points. I'm marking this point as X, okay, and I'm marking it as Y. So what I have done is I have joined these 2 points using a line, using the straight line. Okay, so this is called as a line segment. A line segment is nothing but it is what? The line segment, it is the line which has two endpoints. It has two endpoints, x and y, and it has a definite length. Like we can ask that draw a line segment of 2 centimeter using a ruler, draw a line segment of 10 centimeters using a ruler, okay, PQ, something like 10 centimeter and all. So this is how we can make a line segment. It's a line with two definite endpoints and it has a definite length. Now let us go through this part. Fold a piece of paper and unfold it. Do you see a crease? So when we fold a paper and then we open it again, we see a line. Yeah. So this gives us the idea of a line segment. That is a line segment. This is the paper taken. It has been folded and then unfolded. So this has been formed. This crease has been formed. And to the end of this crease, we have denoted 2 points, A point and B point. Okay, so this AB is a line segment now. Mark any 2 points AB on the sheets of paper. Try to connect A to B by various routes. This is the second thing here. Okay, what they are saying is just take 2 points A and B and now try to connect it through different ways. We can go via this way, we can go zigzag and all, we can go via this way, we can create another route, like we can go via this also. So multiple routes, and we can also go directly. Okay, so the shortest route, now we are asked that what is the shortest route from A to B. If we are standing on A and we have to go to B, then what is the shortest route here? The shortest possible route is AB, this straight path, and this line which has been shown here. Okay, I'm marking this one, this thing. This is the shortest path, and this is called as the line segment. We call it as line segment from A to B because we are starting from A and we are going to B. So this is the line segment AB. I'm writing it here. This is line segment AB, where my starting point is A and my end point is B. If I am standing on B and from B I want to go to A, then I will write this as BA. That means my starting point was B and now I'm going to A. Okay, so how do we write a line segment? We write a line segment as the starting point A, the end point which is B, and then a line over it. Okay, A to B. In this is BA, that is B to A, and this is the also a line segment. So this is how a line segment is represented. Okay, I hope this is clear. We took a point. So what we have studied is we took a point which is telling us a location, a precise definite location. Now we have taken 2 points and we are joining them with a line. Okay, these 2 points, they are the definite start and ending point to this. That means the line is starting from here and it is going to here. And for this AB, the line is starting here at this point A and it is going to the point B. Okay, so this is a line segment, and the property of the line segment is that it has a definite length. It has definite starting and end points. Okay, and we can write it both ways, AB or BA. And above that, we have to write a line. Okay, so what I am doing is I am just writing few properties of it. Okay, just give me a moment and I'm just moving it here down. I'm writing here the properties of line segment. Line segment. Example AB or BA above. Okay, or I'm drawing here only. This is starting point A. This is B. So the first property here is it has definite start and end points. Okay, so we know from where it is starting and we know where it is ending. Next is, it has a definite length. It has a definite length. Example, it can be of 2 centimeters, we can make it of 5 centimeters, or any dimensions you want to do using a ruler. So this was about the line segment. Next, we have line here. Now, what is line? I will explain here. We had this line segment. We had this line segment A and B. Okay. Now, and this line segment had A as the starting point, B as the end point, if I say it as AB, right? Now what we can do is we can extend it in both the directions. I can move it to the left and I can also extend it to the right. So this extension, this hole is now a line. Okay, this hole is now a line and it is represented as A, B and arrows, means it can be extended to both the sides now. Okay, so this is about a line, and a line, it doesn't have any starting or end point like a line segment. Line segment has a definite start and end point, but a line does not have. It can be extended to infinity in both the directions. Okay, it has no start point, it has no end point, and it has no definite length also. It has no definite length. So we can also say that there is a line, and on that line we have 2 points A and B here. Okay, and I can denote, we generally denote the lines with L or M, anything you can mark. Okay, something like this. So I am also here writing the properties of the line. So I'm writing here properties of line. Okay, so I'm making a line. A line will be represented with 2 arrows, means it can be extended in both the direction infinitely. Okay, and we can denote it with L or M. I'm denoting this with M here. Now, what are the various properties of a line? I'm writing here. The first one is, it has no endpoints. Okay, a line has no endpoints. It can be extended infinitely in both directions. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing is, it has no definite length. No definite length. Okay, so line has to be represented by these 2 arrows on both of the sides of it. Okay, so also if I'm taking 2 points, let's say I'm taking A and B here, we can also denote it using AB and this. This means we are making a line which has A and B on it, and wait, it has A on and B on it, and it can be extended further. Okay, these points, they are on the line and they are not the start or the end point of this line. Okay, I hope this is clear. And similarly, I can also represent it as BA. We can write it as AA, AB or BA, both. So kids, this was about line segment and points. Next, we will move to the type of lines. Okay, so line can be of different types. First is we can have intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are what? They are those lines which cut each other, which intersect each other. Example is this and this. I am taking one line. Whenever we'll draw a line, we'll always make the arrows on the ends, here and here, and I am denoting them with the name. This horizontal one, I am marking it as line M, and this one, slant one, this is line L. So here M and L, they are the intersecting lines, means they are cutting each other. They are intersecting each other. Okay, this cutting, this is called as intersecting in mathematics. Okay. Next, we have concurrent lines. Concurrent lines are those lines which meet at a particular point. Like I am making two lines which are meeting here, and here more lines can meet. Okay, sorry, something like this. So now every line should have, first they should have arrows. We will make arrows to every line. Okay, and we will name them. This line, let it be P, Q, R. This is P, this is R, this is Q, this is S, this is T. So they are called concurrent line because they all are meeting at one particular point, and we will also name this point. I'm naming it as point O. So all these lines, they are meeting at a point O. They are concurrent lines. Next, we have parallel lines. So kids, what are parallel lines? Parallel lines are those lines which never meet each other. Okay, the distance between them is always equal and they will always move parallelly. They can extend in both the direction, but they will never intersect each other. They will never meet each other. So here these two, I am making them as M and L, let's say. Here M and L, they are the parallel lines. They will have always equal distance. If it is 2 centimeter, here also if we extend, it will be 2 centimeter difference between them. Here also. Okay. So they will never meet. They will always run in parallel with each other. So these were the type of lines we learned. And next, in this chapter, we have a ray. So what is ray? A ray is a portion of a line that starts at one point, which we called as the starting point or initial point, and it goes on endlessly in a direction. So what does that mean is that a ray has a one starting point, but it has no end point. So it will start from here and it will go like this. So example, this is A and this is B. I'm marking here AB. Your AB is a ray. We denote it like this, like it has starting point but it has no end point. So it starts from A and it goes endlessly in one direction. Okay, so what we see here is it has a starting point but no end point, and also this AB, it doesn't have any fixed length. Also it also doesn't have any fixed length because it can be extended to infinite direction. Example is that any source of light, that whenever we switch on the light or any torch or bulb or even sun, we know the starting point is the sun, we know the starting point is a torch, we know the starting point is a lighthouse here, but the light will reach to infinite distance and we do not know that distance, but we know the starting point. So this is how we can describe a ray, and it is denoted by this. Like we know the starting point but we don't know the end point, so to one direction it has a arrow. Okay, so I hope this is clear. And now we know that what is a point, we know what is a line segment, line and a ray. Again, I'm going to reiterate this. A point is nothing but it is a dot which tells us the location, which help us to mark any location. Okay, and we always mark it using any alphabet. Okay, next we have line segment. Line segment is, it's basically a line which has a definite length, it has a definite start and end point. Okay. And next we studied about the line. What is a line? A line has no end point. If we take a line segment and we extended it in both the direction, we got a line. So a line doesn't have a definite length. A line doesn't have a starting point, definite starting point or end point. And we can denote it using M, L or any other small alphabet. These are the properties we studied of a line segment. Again, the same, a line segment has start and end points and a definite length, but a line, it has no end points and it has no definite length. And we always denote a line with these names, the points which are present on the line with the arrows, line containing the arrows on the top. Okay, yeah. Next, we have the type of lines. They were the intersecting lines, the lines which cut each other, concurrent lines which meet at a particular point like this. Here, all these lines, they are meeting at a point O. Okay, and parallel lines are the lines which never meet each other. They always have equal distances between them. Okay, and next we studied about ray. What is a ray? A ray has one start point, but it doesn't have any end point, and it is denoted by AB and arrow on the one side of a line, because we don't know up till what point it will go. Okay kids, so I want you all to revise it properly, go through this, and we will pick the exercise in the next class. Okay, so I will see you all in the next class now.